What's up, y'all? Sorry, I had some technical difficulties with my internet this morning, but back online now. Luckily, I finished my morning session before the internet went out. Anyways, hope everyone had an amazing week. Today, I want to go over some important news that came out and a couple of trades that I took during the week. So on Monday, Brent crude broke $90 a barrel and stay elevated throughout the week. Tuesday was ADP employment, which was 9.5K, up from 8.25K. Yields were up that day too. On Wednesday, had FOMC minutes and a headline about the Treasury buying back longer dated treasuries. Not quite sure how that's going to work or how they intend to buy those longer dated treasuries, but we'll see. Trump also had a bunch of crypto leaders at the White House to try to help push the passing of the Clarity Act, which is supposed to hit the Senate, I believe, on September 15th. This caused the all the cryptos to rally for the rest of the week. My opinion on that, I know some people think that crypto is going to zero. I'm not in that camp, but I'm thinking, the bottom could be in for crypto, and maybe this might be the start of the next 4-year cycle, but we'll see. On Thursday, national debt broke $40 trillion. Really not good, not sustainable. Man, I don't know what's going on with this government. Anyways, initial jobless claims were down, continuing jobless claims slightly up, and jobless 4-week averages, they were up 204K from about 199K. For today, all the indices ended up green on the day. Let's check that out here. So here we got the NASDAQ. Let me do the 4-hour. That was up 0.44%. Then we got the S&P. That was up 0.43%. And the Dow Jones up 0.98%, almost a percent. Then also news came out about the US. They're going to unveil an economic isolation plan for Iran. They say they're going to put that out on Monday, so that's something I'm looking forward to see what happens. Next week, we got NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday, more economic data throughout the week, and Jackson Hole, that's from the 27th to the 29th. I'm going to be paying attention to that. I'm sure during that event, everyone's going to be wanting to hear what Warsh has to say. Okay, now that I got all that stuff out the way, let's look at a couple of trades that I took and some of the nice runners we had today. Man, today look at this. Bitcoin up 5%, Ethereum 8%, XRP. I got a position in XRP and Bitcoin. XRP is, man, up over 9% today. And we also had Archer. Archer made 3.45% today. You can see it's a little bit down from its high. A little bit of a downtrend here. Not worried about it. I think eventually, man, this thing could easily double in the next year. We also got SoFi today. Made a pretty good run. Let me go to a lower time frame. This is the 1-hour chart. Didn't get a trade on this today. Just ripped from the open. Let's go to the 5-minute. And just didn't have a pullback for me to get in, so I ended up not trading it. But it was still nice to see that it made this push up. Consolidated pretty much the rest of the day. With SoFi, all their fundamentals are really good. I think they have solid fundamentals, and eventually this is going to get included into the S&P. Just don't know when. We have that coming up in September. As of right now, I'm not really quite sure if they'll make it in this time, but we'll see. Another really nice runner today was Palantir. Look at that. Uh, haven't hit this level in quite some time. If we zoom out to the 1 hour, you can see, let's do 4 hour. You can see it finally broke this previous high. We'll see if that holds, and maybe it could continue higher. But as of right now, I'm not buying at these high levels. I do have a long-term position in it, and I'm just observing at the moment. Another really nice runner I had today was UUU. That's Energy Fuels. We start drilling down a little bit. This is the 1 hour. Then the 5 minute. So blasted at the open, had this pullback, reclaimed VWAP, and then pretty much consolidated the rest of the day. Future's bright for this one, especially if we can start adopting nuclear energy to help power our country. I think this this stock could do really well. Next up is Tesla. Tesla had, man, a solid day today. As you can see, had a little chop at the open. Probably faked some people out here, but eventually it just ran all day today. I know that they're fixing to ramp up the Cybercab or the Model 2, and in the works on the FSD, and also for the Tesla Semi. That should be, I believe they're going to try to ramp it up this month too, along with, I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but here in August, Musk was saying they want to try to unveil the Tesla Roadster. We'll see how that goes. I think that's pretty much a marketing stunt, but we'll see. Okay, now let's hit up SoFi here, and let's go back to Thursday. That's going to be yesterday. So yesterday I just had a quick scalp, one entry and one exit. Got in on this green 5 minute candle here. So got this support here, and I saw that it made this double bottom here, and that's about around in the support area. And so when I saw that, the way that this candle formed, it had done it pretty quickly. And on this trade, I didn't hesitate, and just, as soon as this candle opened, I I bought, and then pretty much got this whole 5 minute candle in one trade. We drill down to the 1 minute. So I saw these little doji candles and was like, okay, I'm gonna take a stab at it. So got in right around here, about 1835 or so, 1836, and pretty much just these two green candles, and that was it. Just a quick trade. Okay, next up was TQQQ, and had a trade on it today, but I didn't manage my trade very well and ended up just getting out flat. But I want to talk about the trade that I had taken on Wednesday. So on this day, this was Wednesday. This was the day the FOMC minutes came out, and then during the day. So I always have Bloomberg playing in the background. And they had announced that the Treasury, this was the day the Treasury had announced that they're going to start buying back those longer dated Treasuries. And I believe that came out around this time here. When that had happened, that's when I started to look for a trade. So I saw that price had come into this support area here and waited little bit longer for confirmation. I have a tendency to jump in a little early, so um I ended up waiting a little bit for confirmation and got in at about 7 after it had made this high here, somewhere in this area, and took uh took a trade here. And with this trade I actually sold in two lots. So as soon as it made this run up here, I just took half my position off the table, and then I let the rest of my position ride up to VWAP, and ended up getting out a little before VWAP, and that was a pretty solid trade on that day. Now I could have probably held longer if I would have followed my rules and just waited for this MACD to give me the signal to get out, but I didn't do that. I figured, there was a possibility it could reject from VWAP, but all in all, still a solid trade. Well, I'm trying to keep them shorter, but that's gonna do it for today. This week I had some break even trades and had some small base hits, had some solid trades in this account and also in my Roth account. It's always a work in progress, but all in all, I'm still grateful for what the markets gave me. And the beauty of trading is every day is a new day. So reset every morning and always try to improve. Well, I'm looking forward to next week and always trying to do things better. Anyways, hope y'all have a great weekend. And remember, stay disciplined, exercise patience, and stay humble. All right, y'all. Oh, I forgot. So next week, I think I might go over. I got a swing trade in TSLL in another one of my accounts, and also have a swing trade in PLTU. So I think maybe next week I might go over my trading plan with both those swings, my entries and places I added, etc. But I think I'll probably do that next week. All right, that's gonna be it. Y'all have a good one.